Hello, my friends. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing. How are we doing on this beautiful Wednesday today? Wonderful Wednesday. And I will try to make my video a little shorter today. I know yesterday I went on a bit of a tear, but it was just kind of, I was recapping a one trade we had, and then, I was looking at Tesla, and Tesla, it just got me so, you're not supposed to be emotional, but, when you've been in this for any period of time, it's good to have those moments where that it's affirmation of you being on the right path, okay? And looking at Tesla yesterday in the video, it was just, it just reaffirmed me, gave me more conviction of, I know this sounds selfish, but you have those moments too in your journey where it's like you realize that you're at a different stage, a level up, so to speak. Sometimes you don't notice that you're growing or you're getting better or you're getting stronger. It's like working out in the gym. You're working out in the gym, a few times a week, and you're getting better, you're getting stronger, but it's not really like there in your face, until one day, 8 months down the road, you look in the mirror and you're like, whoa, man, look at those muscles, and it really sets in to you, beyond a reasonable doubt. Now you realize, wow, I am stronger, Same with the trading journey, and I had one of those moments yesterday looking at Tesla, because it was like, a lot of thoughts came back to me on the past on how I viewed the markets and things. And, it was like a few weeks ago, I was just like, oh, I'm going to set some alerts down here because, Tesla looking like it's going to drop, and I'll just be patient and I'll wait for it to come down. And I didn't even have to be that patient. It wasn't only a couple weeks later, and all of our alerts were going off yesterday on Tesla just dropping down to the levels we were looking at. And it was kind of a thing of beauty. But enough about Tesla. I wanted to touch on ARM today real quick. ARM, we had this daily trend that we had been watching. If you've watched my videos for any amount of time, just out of sheer entertainment value and just curious about, I wonder how that guy's doing. Is that guy still trading? Is that guy still, trying to do the impossible by making money in the markets where the majority of the masses lose money over time in the markets? Is that guy kind of, gaining some ground? And it's real simple here. I had this very sloppily drawn, I have a couple mentors, and one of them is very precise on how he draws his trend lines and things, and if he saw this trend line, he'd puke. I'm sorry, my friend, this is just a generically drawn trend line, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I had a generically drawn trend line on ARM for this is the weekly time frame. I've had this on here for like over a year, okay? And we made a good trade on ARM over here, okay? It bounced off the trend, and then we didn't trade this bounce, but we identified it and said it could be a possible bounce up, and sure enough, it bounced up again, And I remember somebody had actually, interestingly enough, they commented on a video I made. The last ARM video I made was talking about a possible bounce here, and then like a week later, somebody sent me a comment. They were like, hey man, that ARM video you made, it aged pretty well. I was like, thanks man. I wasn't expecting it to hold, but it did. So it gave one little last push up, and then where are we at today? Okay, today I get an alert on ARM. It dropped below 120, and I pulled it up, and sure enough, we've kind of lost our previous little trend that we had going on. But, you know, if I was to clean the board, so to speak, and kind of come at this fresh and look at ARM where we're at now, okay, there is kind of an interesting little tidbit that could be happening here. Looking at ARM now, you obviously have this. Okay, that's your top. That's your two high prices up here. Okay, that's your top line. And then if you were just to generically draw a new trend, okay, you see what that is right there? If you know, you know. What is the purpose of drawing on a chart? It's just to help you visualize price action, okay? So this helps me visualize price action by saying I have a top trend line and I have a bottom trend line, okay? And it kind of is making a bit of a flag pattern, okay? So you're kind of in this little bit of a flaggish pattern. So down here, if you were just to say, okay, what's price been doing lately? Okay, we have a low down here of 87 and a high of 190. So you're at 114 right now. Well, okay, I'm kind of at the low end of this flag. There's nothing wrong with me taking a position at the bottom of this flag pattern, possibly having a stop down here at 87, because I know in my mind, if price goes below 87, that we're really punishing the buyers and the long traders. So by taking a position today on ARM at the bottom of this flag, there's no reason to not expect it to, at the very least. I'm not even looking for a higher high. At the very least, I would just be looking to come back up and test the top of that flag pattern. So simply put, that's just kind of how I view ARM at the moment. I'm just going to play it by this flag within this bottom trend and top trend. And if I was to take a buy on ARM today, I would be looking to close around 160. I'm not greedy. I'm not looking to break that 190 all-time high. I don't care. Okay? That's how we made money on the Aussie dollar trade, because we weren't greedy. We weren't holding it forever, expecting it to pay us oodles of money. We just played the move, and when we were in the money, we took it out. So if I was to take a buy today around 114 and dump off at 160, okay, that's like a 45% gain, okay? You're not good. That's why I'm in the markets. You can't make this kind of money putting your money in the bank, okay, at 0.01% interest on your savings account. It's pathetic, okay? Your bank's making 6% on all the money you're putting in, but they're only paying you 0.01%. So even the banks can't make this kind of money. But you have to be patient. You have to have a plan. Okay, so let me just take a quick peek at Tesla, because it's had some action today. Yesterday, It went down to 220, 229 when we were making the video. And I had another alert set down at 207. So we can zoom in a little bit. Look at that nice little bounce up. It got down to 210 yesterday. Ooh, it almost hit my alert at 207. That's kind of funny, isn't it? I'm going to keep that alert. I'm going to erase all the drawings here. And right now, my plan on Tesla is to keep my alert at 207. Matter of fact, I'm going to delete all the other alerts. And I'm keeping my alert at 207. So right now, if price breaks below that 210, if it does a quick tap below and touches that alert at 207, I'm buying. Because what happened yesterday? Yesterday it went down to 217. I'm sorry, I apologize. 217. So now, yesterday being Tuesday, everybody saw that 217. So now you have some interest, because on the small time frame, on the 4 hour, you're kind of having to move up. So with that move up now, you started gaining some interest. So this is kind of the same way that I played Aussie dollar. I plan on playing Tesla in the same mannerism. Okay, we had a move up. Okay, the market showed its hand yesterday into today. The market showed its hand because the market told us, it said, hey, we're going to go up now on the lower time frames. So now that I've seen it showed its hand, all the early buyers, everybody that saw those green candles and they're starting to buy now, I'm going to start placing my buy orders below. And if I get filled, wonderful. I get filled because they got punished from yesterday. So that's just kind of my first step looking into Tesla at the moment. But I promised I'd make this video quick. Interesting take on ARM in that nice little flaggish pattern. And tomorrow, hopefully we can talk a little bit about gold, because I have some ideas. I've been thinking about taking a position on gold. And I love everybody, and we will talk to everybody later. Peace.